Alrighty, here we go. We're back at it with Yugioh's Kingdom Battle City. Battle City action. And in this round, it is Mako Tsunami, and he is taking on Espa Roba. And this is a must-win for Mako because Arcana had a loss to Joey Wheeler. That means that Arcana and Mako are now level as long as Mako wins this match. And Mako and Arcana are playing each other in the last round. So as long as Mako wins this, we will get what is pretty much a championship match. Against Espa Roba, you should say that Mako should win, but this is Yu-Gi-Oh! You never know what's going to happen. Alright. Mako starts off with Nightmare Penguin. It's not a bad starting card. That can put an opponent's attacking monster back to hand. What's Espa Roba got for his first turn? Mako's also got Abyss Storm, Mother Grizzly, Power of Kaishin, and Mermaid Knight. Espa Roba has started off with Impachi, which isn't a bad starting monster, but Nightmare Penguin at 1800 defense, that's going to get sent back to Espa Roba's hand, and his field is undefended. And, no magical traps either that he has decided to play, so Espa Roba completely defenseless here. And Mako decides to go with Mother Grizzly. The Nightmare Penguin does boost all water-type monsters by 200. And if Mother Grizzly is destroyed by battle, then Mako can utilize the effect. He's kept Nightmare Penguin in defense mode, which isn't a bad idea. 1800 defense is quite handy. Okay, what is up next for Mako? So Espa Roba just threw down a... oh, there we go. It was Mine Hacksaws. He's also got a face-down defense. So Mako's got Mermaid Knight. So Mine Hacksaws means that Espa Roba did just get a look at Mako's hand. As Mermaid Knight goes down in defense mode, let's flip over to the comments now. Start with Jedi Protector 216. Joey's luck is unbeatable apparently. I have played some of the 5D's campaign with this game. Yusei Fudo's deck is pretty cool. You can pronounce Yusei as you say, by the way. As I was saying, as you see. I don't know, it's... oh, there we go. It was Blocker that Espa Roba had down. Mermaid Knight's at 2000. And Espa Roba's in big trouble here. He's lost a lot of life points. And Mako's field is looking very, very good up until now. The Fiend Mega Cyber. That can be special summon if the opponent's got 2 or more monsters than you do. And it's a 2200, so Espa Roba might be turning this one around. Jedi Protector 216 also says, the biggest mistake a TCG player can make is overcommitting to the board. Well, we have seen that a few times on this series. Overcommitment, and it does can leave you a bit... a little bit defenseless in some way if you put all of your weapons on the field and then they get swept off. And then you no longer have a hand to play and only drawing one card at a time. Mako has just drawn Water Hazard, which is a pretty good card as well. Espa Roba didn't attack Mother Grizzly, allowing... okay, Mako's launched the attack, but it does mean that Mako may have had less advantage. Say if Espa Roba attacked last turn and Espa Roba drew a good card, he could combine it with Starboy, for example, but Mako has gone with another Mother Grizzly. And has gone straight to his end phase, so Mother Grizzly will stay in attack mode. Crimson Maelstrom 573 says, this is for the Rebecca and Seeker duel, which was a little while back. He says, Exodia obliterate. Becca did get that one back though. It was a interesting match though, that one, but yes, Seeker does get Exodia out from time to time. As Nightmare Penguin is destroyed by Fiend Mega Cyber, so Espa Roba opting not to attack Mother Grizzly. Try to preserve that effect from taking place. Alright, what is Mako thinking about here? He's still got Mother Grizzly in attack mode. Is he thinking about Return of the Doomed? It could double up his Mother Grizzly's effect because you'll get that card back at the end of the turn, even if you attack with it. Cascade Hairstone says, I think a sibling cup would be fun to see. And Moonwolfie also said, Joey vs Serenity, anyone? Joey vs Serenity would be an interesting duel. The brother and sister from the late GX series, whose name escapes me, Alexis and Atticus, I think his name is. Cyrus versus Zane. I would say Kaiba versus Mokuba, but Kaiba would easily win. And they may have gone against each other in Respawn's Duelist Kingdom tournament. They did. I could always put Mokuba in, but just give him a more updated deck or something like that. Maybe a what if deck. What if Mokuba became a top duelist? And then Cascade Hairstone said, yep, also Alexis versus Atticus. Are there any other brother and sisters? Who's later? It's in one of the later series, but there's two characters and they have like green hair, and I think they look like identical twins. I can't remember what their names are. Mako. So he used Return of the Doomed. He got Mother Grizzly back to his hand and he put Jellyfish down. Mako's flush a fair bit of points. What's he going for? Here, there's Starboy. He's got a fair few cards in the graveyard as well. He's just activated Water Hazard. Oh, I know what he might be going for here. That's why he wanted to get Mother Grizzly back, so he could get another Aqua in the graveyard. How much would Rage from the Deep Sea? Was there 4 or 5 in the graveyard? Yes, that must be it. Okay, Mako. He's thinking about it. He's really considering his moves here. He's flushed a lot of points. As Mother Grizzly can summon Rage from the Deep because it's listed at 0 attack. Rage from the Deep Sea is at 2,500, and because Mako drew Starboy, that's actually what's put it over. Mako drawing Starboy there. That is actually what has made Rage of the Deep Sea actually capable of getting over that Fiend Mega Cyber. I tell you what, Mako took a risk and he got it. He got it in the end. Rage of the Deep Sea is 2,500 attack now. Well, that was some play from Mako. He has turned this one around. Roba now on the defense. And Roba goes after Starboy. And it actually will leave Rage of the Deep Sea at the same attack mode, same attack points. Moonwolfie says, Marek is Ishizu's biological brother, Orion is her adoptive brother, so I suppose it's still a duel between siblings. Ishizu got some of her stronger monsters out, but Orion had an answer, be it Dark Hole, Metal Reflect Slime, or his Scorpion. A tournament that is made up of siblings could be interesting. Marek and Ishizu, along with Odeon. Cyrus and Zane, Joey and Serenity. The Paradox brothers. I would say Kaiba and Mokuba. But Mokuba wouldn't do well against the majority of the other duelists. Vetix brothers. I don't know who they are since I didn't watch Zexel, but they are listed in the search for Yu-Gi-Oh! Siblings. Goha siblings or Goha 6 from 7 series that I haven't seen. I have never heard of that series. Alexis and Atticus. He apparently used a dragon deck since he used Red Eyes Darkness Dragon and other Red Eyes Black Dragons. He also used a Beast Warriors deck, magnificent stage, but I personally like his Dragon deck more. Serena and Sartorius from GX. Chaz has dueled one or both of his brothers. Yeah, okay, so there is a few of them there. I think the two green-haired ones, I think one of them might be called Luna and something. Oh, look at that. So Espa Roba went in for an attack. I was glancing up and down, and he went in for a direct attack, and then he used Altar of Tribute to get it off the field. That was actually quite a good play there from Roba. However, it doesn't really change much because Rage of the Deep Sea is now at 3,000 attack points, and Espa Roba is starting to run out of cards in hand and probably running out of options. Moonwolfie says some card effects can definitely be misread. Hero Core definitely has one of the best when read correctly. Elemental Hero Voltic has a really good one too. Marik can be a pain, but Jaden didn't have much trouble. Well, that Jaden deck, it really speaks how powerful some of those fusion monsters actually are when you don't even need to play it at its full potential and you can still get a pretty comfortable win as Cannonball Shell Spearfish, I think that's Spear Shellfish. I'd hate saying that card's name. Alright, so what does Mako... He's gone for Rage of the Deep Sea, not confident with his 1500 attack, but he could have been. Because Sangan has just been destroyed. And Moonwolfie says this is for the Chumlee and Bakura match. The good old flip effect that inflicts damage to the opponent's life points and also Tree Otter's power-up ability. Bro, that Tree Otter card, that is absolutely insane. A 1,000 point buffer just randomly having another beast on the field. 1,000 points is a lot. Alright, Espa activates Senri Eye, which, I mean, he's running out of life points and he's probably running out of options. Umi Rika on the field as well. It's no Lumeria, but it's just as good. Jinzo Jector comes to the field. So that will allow him to add Jinzo to his hand. However, it won't play it to the field. Unless Roba's got another way of... even if he summoned Jinzo, it wouldn't be strong enough. As there we see, Jinzo has come to Roba's hand. And, oh, there's Mind Control. Well, Mind Control won't work because you can't tribute or attack with the monster that you pull over. Roba's thrown down one more card, so that last card in his hand would have to be Jinzo. I think Roba knows that he's beaten and he may just be trying to show us what cards he had left. Slinger0083 says, I'm in Southern California and appreciate the wishes. I know a few people who have lost everything and met a bunch more affected. That's in relation to those bushfires that are over in California, which have done a lot of damage, as Mako has just picked this one up. And yes, again, thoughts and prayers for all those in California. Hopefully everyone out there is staying safe as well. Living in a country where bushfires are a constant risk as well. Over here in Australia, we too adopt either a evacuate or a stay and defend method as well. However, the stay and defend, although I can understand the perspective, I can guarantee you your garden hose just is not going to be enough to keep a bushfire back. Bushfires are some of the most what would you say? Say the right word is they are the most overlooked in terms of natural power. Like the power from a bushfire and how quickly those flames come, they will very quickly overwhelm everything in their path. If you're going to stay and defend and you're going to use a garden hose, probably better to rethink it. I understand why you would want to stay and defend. I too, you don't want to lose your home, but a garden hose just is not going to keep flames back in a bushfire. So if the bushfire is near you, evacuate. You can always replace, but we can't replace life. As Blocker is the first card on the field for Roba in this one, from his perspective. Mako's thrown down a Cura Mermaid. RJ Hardesty says RJ Hardesty 334 says, thanks for your content, bro. Please keep it up. Appreciate you, RJ Hardesty, a long-time commenter as well. And this one's a new name as well, Identity DM. Always thought they should have subverted our expectations and let Joey beat Marek, which I guess he did technically, but he didn't get the victory. His deck is all about luck, and that is what makes him so difficult to defeat, just like when he took down Arcana in this tournament. It was a very underdog win that Joey actually got in that one. And Sukowski 1978 also says, thanks for the mention of the California wildfires. The people affected need prayers and support. I've seen quite a few clips, images, stuff on the news as well, and that is one massive bushfire. Even compared, like, we've had some massive ones over in Australia over the years as well, but looking at that one is enormous, even like to our standards. I know a few whole suburbs have been wiped out. There was a suburb sort of near, a little bit south of where I am, around like the Mandurah, Pinjarra area a few years ago. How many years would it have been? Maybe 10 or so, I think. There used to be a town called Yarloop, which no longer exists. So that got completely wiped out in a bushfire. And it took, I think, to when the bushfire reached Yarloop, to the entire town being destroyed, I think it took as little as just a couple of hours. And that whole town, a couple of hours later, was gone. I think there were 3 houses out of the entire 1,000+ house community completely gone. As Espa Roba throws down a trap hole. And as the trap hole is activated, so he's gone after that face down of Mako. Oh, tiny a flying fish. Wasted a pretty powerful card on that as well. Marcus Wilbrand says, oh yeah, Crowler vs Battle City sounds great. Time for the guy to put his PhD in dueling to use. Also, by the way, if microtransactions throw you into existential dread, never research loot boxes. There is a multi-billion industry of online casinos where you can gamble skins. Oh man, I have seen some of those Fortnite skins be auctioned off and people offering upwards of like 10 grand for a skin, which is like, that's pretty mad. I mean, Fortnite, I did play Fortnite for a little bit, but it's so big. On the PlayStation, it took up like 100 gigabytes, and I wanted to play Red Dead Redemption 2. Fortnite, I see why it's appealing though. It was quite fun. But it's amazing how popular Fortnite has got. As look at Espa Roba's hand, he's got 3 different variations of a Jinzo. Well, Mako might be in a bit of trouble in this one. Espa Roba throws down Jinzo 7, which can attack directly. So can Jinzo Returner, actually, as well. If Jinzo Returner is destroyed and there's a Jinzo in the graveyard, you can get it back for a turn, or until the end of the turn. Alright, to the end phase. Here we go, in time for a turn change. Mako's still got life points, but he's staring down a fair bit of attack power. I think the word I was looking for was underestimated in terms of bushfire power. It's very easy to underestimate just how powerful a bushfire flames can be and how quickly they can move and just wipe out hectares of land. within minutes. Alright, there's Old Mind. Maybe within minutes, hours maybe, but... Alright, Old Mind is activated, and... Oh, it's got Mermaid Knight in Mako's hand. He didn't summon it. So Mako must have been wanting to use his excess life points to try and get something happening with that Mermaid Knight. But that may have just put a damper on Mako's plans. And now Espa Roba has just used Monster Reborn to bring back Mermaid Knight, and that effect will apply for Espa Roba. Mermaid Knight will be able to attack twice. And look at that, down goes Jinzo Returner. So Espa Roba has Jinzo. He's got Jinzo 7, and he's got Jinzo Returner. He's also got Amplifier, but Espa Roba doesn't have any trap cards down, and if you put Amplifier on Jinzo, although your trap cards won't be negated, if Amplifier is destroyed, it will also destroy Jinzo. So equipping Amplifier to Jinzo actually gives Jinzo another weakness of being... It gives him another avenue to get destroyed. So it's not really a great card in some way, Amplifier. Only if you've got a trap card on the field that you need to have. Like, would you use Amplifier as... Mako has gone for Salvage. Yeah, so he's pulled out Cura Mermaid and Cannonball Spear Shell. Cannonball Shell Spearfish. Whatever that card's name is, I don't know. It's such a mouthful. As Thunder Kid, Mako has activated Old Mind as that went to his hand after Roba used it, and Mako elects to take 1,000 damage. He activates Water Hazard. Well, it looks like Roba might actually get a win here, and Roba hasn't been touched. His life points are still at 8,000. Alright, Power of Kaishin's activated. Equipped a Cannonball Spear Shellfish, which actually won't do anything. Oh no, it will now because Yumi Rika. Okay, so Mako had a few power-ups in his hand. He must have wanted... Oh, if he had Power of Kaishin, is Mermaid Knight an Aqua? Because Power of Kaishin only does Aqua. I don't know if Mermaid Knight's an Aqua or a fish. But Mako had a few power-ups in his hand. If Old Mind wasn't activated, who knows what we might have seen. So, Robo lost his 2 Jinzo monsters, however... Thunder Kid is played down. It used to be called Kamarina Kozu or something. So good thing they changed it to Thunder Kid because it's a lot easier to say. 400 points off Mako. So Mako will survive. He will get another turn in here. Oh, I just saw that too. Roba has... he has Mind Control down. He could have used Mind Control there and he could have picked up the win, but he probably forgot that he had it on the field. Either way, I don't think it's going to matter. There's a face down from Mako. Another face down, or face down spell or trap from Mako. And to the end phase, so unless Mako can block, which I doubt, this match will come to an end. Espa Roba. He gets a win. Well, that's very unexpected, but that's why Yugioh is such a good game. Even though Roba is one of the worst performing duelists of this series, he's just got a win against the second place Mako. It's now sudden death. They're one duel apiece, and Mako, this is a must win because if Mako doesn't win this, he can only tie for first and second, and he would have to beat Arcana because I'm like 90% sure it was Mako and Arcana in the last match. Wait. Yeah, I think so. This is a must-win for Mako. As Legendary Ocean on first turn, that means that Legendary Fisherman can come to the field. There's Rage of the Deep Sea as well. That is a very good starting hand for Mako. Roba has started off as just a defense, says Torpedo Fish. Mako throws down Legendary Ocean. And he puts down the Legendary Fisherman as well. While Umi, which Legendary Ocean does take that name of Umi, while Umi is face up on the field, the Legendary Fisherman cannot be targeted for attacks and is unaffected by spell effects. That's why he didn't get the 200 point buffer, but does not prevent your opponent from attacking directly. So Roba, despite Legendary Fisherman being on the field, Espa Roba can still attack directly. It'll just go straight past Legendary Fisherman, but no, he's gone for a defense, so he hasn't opted for a direct attack. There's Maiden of the Aqua, which again, one of the deck leaders from Duelists of the Roses. And speaking of Duelists of the Roses, I was playing that recently, getting some deck leaders of specific types, because I'm doing specific type runs. I think I've done Spellcaster, I've done Sea Serpent, and I've done Dragon, I think. I've only done 3, but I've got a deck leader for Beast Warrior. I'm not really going all out with the deck leader. I think I made Battleox for like Beast or Beast Warrior or whatever Battleox is. I think I might have got one for the zombies. I got one for the insects, and I got one for the machines as well. So I'm planning to do a few more runs on Duelists of the Roses very soon. And hotly anticipating Yu-Gi-Oh! Early Days as well. That's getting close. It's coming out next month. I've been in EB Games and they have had advertisements for it. Yu-Gi-Oh! Early Days. I'm going to see if there's any more games being announced for it. Here we are, title liner. Get in there. Alright. Are there any... Oh, that one's new. Yu-Gi-Oh! Monster Capsule. I don't remember seeing that. That must be another new one. Dungeon Dice Monsters is on it, which is very cool. Destiny Board Traveller. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Oh no, there's still 14. So that's off Konami's site. There's a Reddit post for it as well. Yeah, the Reddit post is the same one. So there's 14 games on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Early Days collection. That's a lot of games. Like when you think about it, like 14 games in one. Like that's a lot of dueling. And definitely though, I'm definitely getting that. I'm going to play all 14 games from start to finish. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. As Mako... Oh my god, Mako might have this one already. Legendary Fisherman 1 and 2. Cura Mermaid 1700. Is this... This might be all over. Can Roba block? He has drawn an absolute stinker of a hand. And it's over. Okay, Mako gets the win. Well, I'll tell you what, that's how I thought the match would go between Mako and Roba. He really made it count in that last match, but that second match, I tell you what, Espa Roba come to play today. And he put up a good fight, but Mako gets it in the end. Alright, we've got Chum-Li going up against Panic, the Eliminator, and Jaden, later on, is taking on Rex Raptor, who I put in the Battle City season because I needed to make 16 players. It's the only reason why Raptor's in there. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, and thanks for leaving all the comments wherever you are in the world. Stay safe, take care, farewell.